friends, good morning. It's Shan here. Welcome back to Golf with Shan. In today's video, we are headed out to Miramar Golf and Country Club located just 35 to 45 minutes from Taipei, Taiwan. This is a Jack Nicklaus designed 36-hole golf course. It's a must-play on your next trip to Taiwan. We don't know which of the 9s we're going to play. We're going to play 18 holes. I am super excited. This golf course does host quite a few LPGA Tour events, including the Swinging Skirts LPGA Classic and a few Taiwan LPGA events. This is also the home course to Yani Tseng, if you remember her. So this is probably the most exciting golf course I'm going to play in Taiwan. It's also twice the cost of most of the other golf courses that I looked at. Most golf courses are in the low 3,000 Taiwan dollar range. This one is in the 6,000 Taiwan dollar range, so that's literally double. But it is, I think, the most famous golf course here in Taiwan. So let's head out there. Alright, before we get started, I did want to hop on here and just say a couple things. First off, as you can see from the thumbnail and title of this video, this golf course absolutely wrecked me. Okay, it's a beautiful and challenging golf course. With that being said, the greens are extremely difficult to reach. As you'll see in this video, it's not the distance, it's just how it's designed. The greens are surrounded by bunkers, which also means your bunker shot and your short game needs to be top level. It's a little bit embarrassing for me to show this on camera, but I also think it's necessary for people to see that nobody is perfect and golf is such a frustrating game because you just can't be perfect. And what we see on TV, on a lot of YouTube videos as well, is all the good shots and the bad ones kind of get disregarded to the side. People don't really care about it. So the other thing I wanted to say is it might be a little bit confusing. This golf course has 36 holes, which means there are 4 different 9s, and online they break it down to course A and course B. We played 2 of the 4 9s, and it's a little confusing because the caddy didn't explain this to us, and then I kind of figured it out afterwards. So the front 9 that we played is actually the back 9 of course A, and then the second 9, the back 9 that we played, is actually the front 9 of course B. We played 1 9 from each of the courses. So we played 1 9 from course A and 1 9 from course B. Also, because there were a bunch of groups ahead of us, we skipped to start on hole 4, which is hole 13. I wanted to explain that in case the corner thing that says what hole we're on is a bit confusing. That's why I will try to have it labeled on every single hole. With all of those things being said, I hope you enjoy this video despite my golfing. I hope this is an entertaining and insightful video for you guys. So yeah, let's get started. Let's hop over to hole number 4, which is actually number 13 on course A. Chilly today. Should have brought a jacket. This one's smart. He brought a jacket. We'll see. At least I'm wearing leggings, so my legs won't be cold. We are starting on hole 4 because there are 3 groups of 4 on the first tee, so as a group of 2, we're just gonna skip ahead. Let's get started with hole number 13 on course A, which is the 4th hole of our round. Par 4, 384 yards. This hole is actually pretty straight and narrow after the hazard on the front right of the tee decks. The ideal tee shot is to go straight at the tiny tree sticking out in the distance. Don't go left, you'll have a very difficult lie. I must have hit this tree off the tee because I heard it hit something and then it came back onto the cart path. So that's why I just dropped it next to the cart path and then I hit the tree again. But now I'm back in the fairway. Back on the fairway, the rest of the hole is fairly straightforward with 2 bunkers, one on the left behind the green and one on the front right. Hole number 14, par 4, plays more than 324 yards like the scorecard said. Dogleg left. I hit a pretty good drive here and still had at least 170 to the green. Hole number 15, par 5, 460 yards. Dogleg left around the trees, which means the optimal shot off the tee is to aim for the right side of the fairway. I pushed mine to the left a bit, and as you can see, I have an awkward blind shot. This one was chunky, but it's all good, par 5. We love a good up and down for par. Don't worry, the trash chipping is coming up as promised. Hole number 16, par 3, 140 yards. Again, not sure if the white tees got put on a different tee deck, but it was definitely playing about 175 yards. Let's move on to hole number 17, short par 4, 282 yards. I was hitting this annoying high fade all trip. I don't know. This hole is pretty simple, a few bunkers to avoid. As you can see, some parts of the course are under repair. This was filmed in April, so it was transitioning from low season and preparing for high season, which is summer. Heading back to the clubhouse, number 18 is a par 4, 486 yards. Lots of water on the right side, narrow fairway. I ended up in the rough on the left, but that's better than being in the water.
No.
Here's a quick look at the fairway since I have chosen to avoid it all day. On purpose, of course. Alright, we are heading to the back 9 for this video, which is actually the front 9 of course B. Hole number 1, par 4, 305 yards. The tee shot here is pretty straightforward. Take a look at the green, especially the design and approach angle from the fairway. It is very important to control your landing angle. If your iron shots tend to roll out a lot with no backspin, good luck. Hole number 2, par 3, 141 yards. Again, the greens are long and horizontal with lots of bunkers in front and behind. Work on that landing angle. They love doing these annoying diagonal greens with bunkers all along the side, just so that it's really hard to approach. Number 3, as I said, some annoying green designs. Par 4, 341 yards. Staying on the right side of the fairway will give you an easier approach shot. We've been trusting the caddy with yardages because the winds here are kind of big sometimes, but for a lot of the holes we've gone past the green. So we might just have to, from what she tells us, take it back down about half a club to a whole club. They have a slightly different yardage system here as well. So they have in the cart, there's a thing that tells you how far the pin is from the front of the green. So I'm not sure if the markers on the fairway are to the front of the green and then you just add on that difference. But yeah, just something to take note of. Also, if you haven't noticed, my short game improved on these few holes. Hit that like button for me. Hole number 4, par 5, 482 yards. Off the tee, the fairway slopes to the right. There is a bunker on the right, followed by water for the following shots. By the way, water continues up the right to the green. By the way, thoughts on my socks? And yes, I bought these cute panda socks from the market in Taiwan and I love them. Hole number 5, par 4, 365 yards. This hole was actually playing closer to 400 yards with the wind and just, I don't know. But aiming for the metal tower in the distance will be perfect. Here we go again. These bunkers are completely different than what we get at home. They're super dense and heavy feeling, like you really have to glide the club through the bunker. I don't know, I couldn't figure it out. Anyways, hole number 6, short par 4, 304 yards with water on the right. The green is actually on the right side. You can see it past the water pond. Hole number 7, par 3, 153 yards. Again, with the same really challenging green design, left side is hazard. You have to be so accurate to hit this green because it slopes sideways, so really you have this much space. Good shot, babe. Hole number 8, downhill par 5. This hole is beautiful. 453 yards dogleg right, which means yes, you should aim for the left side of the fairway. Here's what actually makes this golf course hard. These greens, like try going up there. You have about a 5-yard drop distance, so you can't roll the ball and you can't have it short. In honor of this video coming out on the same time as the US Open, please enjoy my attempt at getting out of the rough. Can you see the ball? Neither can I. Luckily, my caddy was tracking my ball down and actually found it. I was scared the ball would end up in the bunker again after all that, but it didn't. It just stayed short. One of those days. Hole number 9, par 4, 348 yards. Green is right in front of us. Make sure you hit the fairways. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Now let's head back to hole number 10 on course A, par 4, 307 yards. Slight dogleg right with bunker guarding the front of the green in front of the pin location. Hole number 11, it started raining here. Par 5, 486 yards. Straight ahead with trees on either side and a few bunkers. I meant to go right of these palm trees where the fairway is. The fairway here looks a little brown, but again, I'm sure in the summer months it will be back to their normal, excellent conditions. But I didn't want caddy to run back, and then I tried to full swing a wedge. That was a mistake. This is why I didn't want to share this video, because I was trying very hard to keep it together and truthfully barely did. But final hole, number 12, par 3, I think it was playing about 170 yards. I had 5-iron in my hand, bunker in front of the pin again. Yay, a par to finish. Just got back from the golf course. A few things to note. First off, driving to the golf course, you're gonna pass a few 농촌, which is like rural farming areas, and it's gonna feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. but trust the GPS, I would say, because you're gonna be winding around and eventually you will get to the golf course. The golf course itself is absolutely beautiful. The clubhouse feels like it was kind of abandoned during COVID, so it feels a little bit empty. I think before COVID there were lots of visitors, according to the caddy, from Japan, Korea, and even China here, but recently not so much. Something to note about golf course conditions here in Taiwan, I asked the caddy about this during the round. So the best time to visit is actually between May to July, where the course condition is at its best shape and it's not super hot outside. In the summer it does get really hot. If you don't really care about heat, then it's probably okay to come in the summer. For example, we've played in Thailand, so we're pretty used to golfing in the heat. Summer is a good time as well, and then up until October is when the golf course conditions are still good. Winter is a no-go. Wintertime here, because of just the weather, there's a lot of rain, sometimes, you know, they just don't maintain the courses as well. So December to March is generally a no-go for visitors. And even now in April, this golf course, because it is more well-known, it's more famous, they have been maintaining the grass a lot better than some of the other golf courses. And so it was okay for us to play. It's currently end of April, but a lot of the other courses in Taiwan, you will notice the grass quality is just not good until May. Even this golf course, some parts seem like it was still, you know, getting back to the summer season, and a few ground under repair areas was a little bit wet because it was pouring rain yesterday, and it is spring, so it's gonna rain a lot on and off. Oh yes, and the greens. The greens are, I would say, on the usual green speed scale, I would say they're about an 8 today. So they're not super fast, they're not as nice as some of the ones we had in Thailand, but also they were rolling pretty smoothly. And I think that's partly because it's April right now, so I'm sure in the summer they will roll even nicer, even faster. Overall, I would say this is a very famous and popular golf course for a reason. Lots of tourists will come here when the golf season starts up again here in Taiwan, and I'm really happy that we got to play it. I'm really happy we got to play it on a day that it didn't rain. It started looking quite dark near the end there, and it did start spitting a little bit, but we managed to get in all 18 holes without rain, which is amazing. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. If you've played in Taiwan before, leave a comment down below. This entire island is filled with golf courses, so if you've played other courses in Taiwan or in, you know, not Taipei, maybe Tainan or some other part of the island, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel. I have lots of golf course vlogs and travel content for you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!